Marvel 3-in-1. Hi, welcome to Garage Geek. Some of you may remember this from a challenge, a long time ago. But since 1/3 of this video is pink-centric, I decided to resurrect this. So, Comic Collector Geek issued his latest Friday comic challenge, and that is to show comic books that are pink on the cover. But I'm going to show more than just comics, so I'm going to start with some Funko Pops. So first we have this really cute Grogu, a Valentine edition. Here we have one of the aliens from the Pixar movie, and he's dressed in a Halloween costume that is pink with hearts on it. I guess he's supposed to be the character from Monsters Incorporated, the one that can blend in. This is probably the least pink, but he's got pink skin, and is his name Kilowatt? I think Kilowog. He's a Green Lantern, if you couldn't tell from his outfit. Here we have a pink Superman. I think this is for to support cancer research and treatment. The last one is going to be this Black Sabbath. Now that is definitely pink tinged. That album cover is a sickly pink. There you can get a better view of it, but it's definitely got pink hues to it. Funko Pop albums, Black Sabbath's eponymously titled, I got some flack for that word in one of my videos, eponymously titled first album. So my daughter has a Switch and I borrowed it, and she let me borrow this amiibo. So if you're not aware of these, you put it on the Switch and the character can jump in certain parts of the game and help out. And I never actually ended up using it, but such a cute little toy, and I don't want to give it back. Don't worry, I'm not stealing from my daughter. I'm going to definitely give it back. Just keeping it a little while. So next I'm going to show my pink tinged comic covers. So this comic is beat up. In fact, half of them are from my niece's beat up collection. I've shown this one before, but that definitely has a pink background. That's a cool cover. I've shown this as well because I just love it. That's definitely got a pink outline or border, and even the rest of it has pink hues. This Walt Disney's Comics and Stories definitely has a pink background. Casper's Ghostland, definitely a pink sky there. Wendy the Good Little Witch, pink background. Another pink, although this is kind of orangish too. Pinkish background to Uncle Scrooge. This Swamp Thing, even though it's mostly dark, the villain, I think that's Arcane, the villain and all his creatures walking up on him, pink, and it just makes the cover pop. Here we have a Flintstones with a pink sky, a Chippendale with a pink background. I've got the Mylar, and that makes them too shiny, so you get that glare. And this one is kind of a cheat, but I thought it was so cute I had to show it. So this Little Monsters is not pink at all, but look at that groovy ghost. I'm assuming it's a she. That girl ghost is going to town. Look at her. She's awesome. I think she's the best thing on this cover besides the freaky faces on these kids. So next I'm going to show a couple of album covers that's going to segue into part 2 of this video. I'm going to go from least pink to most. So first I'm going to show this Deanna Durbin. Isn't that just a gorgeous portrait? So the lettering is in pink, and the reason I'm showing this is because when you turn it around, it's all pink. And you know what? I can't figure out what this stuff is. Like, what is that stuff? Is it bubble gum? It doesn't look like bubble gum. It looks like body parts. That just doesn't fit. It doesn't look like bubbles. It's just so weird. So this is supposed to be wholesome, but look at, I don't know what that is. That's weird. This one, the photo is definitely pink, and she looks statuesque. I mean, that is the definition of statuesque. Look at that awesome picture and pose. But it doesn't take up the whole album cover, and so for that reason, it's low on the list. Now this one is in the middle because it's definitely got a lot of pink, but there's also, I think the dominant color is purple, even though this whole thing is pink, and this is too. Beautiful composition. Number 4 on the list is this, the Flares cover. There's a lot of shades of pink, and you can argue that a lot of it's orange, maybe oranges. I don't know. I do see a lot of pink, and no one's going to argue that this is definitely a pink cover. So thank you, Peggy Lee. So now we're going to segue into part 2 of this video, and I can remove this silly hat now. Oh, but now I got shadows all over my face. Should I do it like that? That just looks ridiculous. It's weird, right? Are my eyes always shaded like that? No, it's better without the hat. But then you have to see my face. Okay, we're moving on. CGC Vinyl Guy issued a challenge for us to show days of the week on vinyl. I spent so much time looking through album covers. Actually, I didn't spend a lot of time, but I spent more time than I would like to. I went through 2 boxes of comics. I went through 3 cubes of albums. I wasn't finding anything, and I did not want to resort to rock covers because I've done this challenge before. I have shown days of the week, and I resorted to using rock, like Tuesday afternoon and Monday, and I didn't want to do that. So of course I failed, but I'm going to show you what I found. So Etta James, At Last, gorgeous cover. Sunday Kind of Love, one of my favorite album covers. Night Mood by Tony Harper. Saturday Night is the loneliest night of the week. My new K-Star album, which I still haven't taken off the sticker. I think this is music like this album cover. This has a song simply titled Sunday. Bobby Gentry, Ode to Billy Joe, one of my favorite songs. I think it's one of the best written American songs ever. You know what? That would be a good thread. The 10 greatest American songs, and then people in other countries could do theirs. Bobby Gentry has the song Sunday Best. Percy Faith, Every Night at the Movies, has the song Come Saturday Morning. And this creepy album cover, I featured it in my creepy album covers video. We have double. We have Sunday, Monday, and Always. So as you can see, I failed this challenge. I only have songs from Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Sorry, CGC Vinyl Guy, that was an epic fail. Part 3 of this video, I'm going to focus on something that I collected, and I actually completed this collection to the best of my knowledge. I want to talk about the Disco Discharge series of CDs. Now, each one of these is focused on a different set of disco songs. They're themed, and each set has 2 CDs. The songs are hit or miss, but overall, this is a really great set of compilation discs. And I think the reason I picked it up is because I was really interested in this one, which is Gay Disco and High Energy, because I know my husband loves High Energy. But once we saw these, we wanted to get the entire set. So I'll just open it up and I'll show you. They're beautifully packaged. They have a booklet, and then they have the 2 CD set. This one is the Disco Ladies, Mondo Disco, the European Connection, Europa, Euro Beats, Disco Fever USA. I actually, although this is very mute, I really like the art on this one. Disco Exotica, Disco Boogie, American Hot, Classic Disco, Cruisin' the Beats, Digging Deeper, and Midnight Shift. This is the most ridiculous cover of them all. So I'm going to recommend 2 songs from the series, although there are many, many hits, but the ones that I didn't know, there's 2 that I'm going to recommend. And the first is called American Love by Rose Laurens, Laurens. This one right there. I fell in love with that song when I heard it. And then there's going to be one that's really controversial. If you've never heard this song, I think it's Boys Town Gang Dance Trance Medley. It's 14 minutes long. And the song is just fine. It's just this typical disco song. But the last half, they go into this skit acting mode that is, to me, when I was listening to it, I was like, wow, this was kind of really racy. So I recommend that everybody out there at least listen to that one track near the end, like the last half. I was just like, Garage Geek's Marvel 3-in-1, the pink covers, days of the week, and Disco Discharge. I want to thank all of you for the continued support. Marvel 3-in-1.